Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic. As always, slightly earlier today, of course, we're catering for those in different time zones. And of course, we're back visiting Tokyo. We're flying to Tokyo today from Sapporo. My microphone sounds really quiet. Does it sound okay? I think it's okay. Whatever. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all doing great. Deco Games, Chris, Sundown, Patty, Limo Wonders, What, Will, John, Infinite Flight 001. How's it going, Chris? Welcome back to another stream, of course. Raphael, good to see you here. Jinko, welcome. Today, unlike any other stream, I can do the flight. Awesome. Whoa, that'd be great if you could fly with us today. Mic sounds quiet. Okay, let me quickly see. It might be to do like the proximity, like how close I am to the microphone. If I speak above a certain sort of volume, it will make it go quieter like this. I don't know if you heard the difference there. Maybe I just need to stop shouting. Maybe I just need to be a little bit more quiet when I talk into the microphone. Of course, let me know right off the bat if you can hear the music okay, and if there's any problems with audio, let me know before we go too far into the stream. But let's crack on. We're more or less ready to go. We're flying from Sapporo down to Tokyo today. Looking at a flight time of around, I would say, 1 hour. Again, a little bit of wiggle room. We don't know how busy this flight's going to be. Sapporo at the moment is looking relatively busy, so we'll find out soon. But it should be around that sort of hour mark. Of course, we're flying around, let me have a look here, 517 nautical miles. So it's not too long at all. Of course, we're taking the lovely wide-body 777-200ER in the ANA livery, which is a very, very nice livery. I quite like... maybe you can lower the volume of the mic. The mic is pretty covered up. Covered up by what? A pop filter? This? Is it quiet? Here, let me see. Before we go too far into the stream, let me open my microphone software thing here. Hold on. I don't know. It might need an update. I don't know if this is going to glitch anything out. The mic sounds fine. I'm not going to... I'll tweak it for the next stream. I won't touch it today. Thanks, Chris, for the feedback there. Yeah, mic sounds fine to me. I guess if the stream's quiet, then maybe turn your volume up. Maybe your volume's not fully up. But anyway, let's not stall for too long. We're more or less ready to go. We'll tune into the ATIS and see what the ATIS has to say here. I believe it's Information Alpha. We've already listened to it, but it might have changed since we last listened to it. So it's always good to, of course, stay up to date with the ATIS. Information Alpha visibility is perfect today. No pattern work, no light aircrafts, file flight plan. That's a good point, actually. Prior to contacting ATC, just copy my flight plan because we'll all be flying the exact same route today. Just makes things a lot easier for ATC as well. Landing, 1 right, departing, 1 left, no times event in progress, expect delays. Of course, yes, expect delays if you are joining us today. Usually these events, you know, they get busy anyway, so do expect some delays on departure. Maybe not so much on arrival, though we might receive some vectors on arrival into Tokyo. Infinite Flight 001, the flight time is around 1 hour. Hi Dan, how was it? How was it flying in an X-Cub? It was really cool, actually. The X-Cub is very powerful. It's completely different to what I expected a X-Cub to be like. It was the complete opposite. Taking off on that thing was really quick. It was super, super fun. Dan, we looked fabulous on the recap video ordering our chicken strips. Oh, yes, we did indeed. Let's not stall for too long then anyway. Let's go ahead and crack on with this flight today. As I say, we're more or less ready to go. We're tuning into ground request pushback with information alpha. There's no point stalling too much time. I can imagine the line will build significantly now that the stream started. So let's push back and get out to the runway as quick as we possibly can. So pushback approved, expect 1 left. We'll go ahead and turn on those beacon lights then. I can see there's a... Look at the size of the 321 to our left here. We don't want to push into 321, so I'm going to do a left-hand pushback here. A right-hand, sorry. Parking brakes off. Well, I just spawned and didn't realize I was next to you. Well, there you go. Awesome stuff. Captain Ethan, what's up? Welcome to the stream. My day's going okay so far. It's pretty much just started. I've not done too much this morning. My day, yeah, as I say, it's basically just started. Work day anyway. This is the first thing I'm doing on the list of stuff for Infinite Flight today. So, there we go. Starting it with a stream today. And, of course, hopefully some of you who are watching from different time zones have the opportunity to, of course, join this event today. We usually stream a little bit later on in the afternoon in British summer time. But hopefully those of you further east now have the opportunity. I mean, I can see Deco in the chat, so that says something. So you've got a 350 pushing back there as well. We'll just make a left-hand turn here and head out to runway 1 left. The line's already building, so we'll try to get out there as quick as we can so that the stream's not too delayed. Yeah, it does. Good time for us in Upside Down land. Well, that's great to hear. It's been a while since I've seen you on a stream. Starting engine 1. I'd love to join, but once again, I'm not home. You always got the best timing. Sounds like a you problem, Leah. Let's stop the pushback. Wait for these engines to spool up and then we can taxi out. Relatively light today as well, so we should have a very quick takeoff. We can make it to 150 viewers, maybe. I'm not too sure. We'll soon find out. There we go. We'll start engine 2. And we can disconnect that tug as well. Parking brakes on. We'll use, I would say, flaps 5 for today's departure. Trim can go to around 20. We'll set the spoilers to arms and the auto brake to max in case we have an RTO, which is very, very unlikely, but for whatever reason, it's there. Yeah, the E175 will come when it's ready. It's coming along nicely, but it'll come when it's ready. Has Infinite Flight ever reached 200 viewers? Yeah, we've had thousands of viewers on a stream at one point. When we was doing the 21.1 pre-release stream, the demo stream, that got, I think, like something like 3,000 live viewers or something like that, something along those lines. It was pretty intense. Just a quick reminder: this is the this is the expert server, so if you could follow rules, that'd be greatly appreciated. You're going to out to 321. Yeah, Leah in with the soon quote in the chat. Yeah, we'll come soon. Let's request taxi then with information alpha. A321 stare down. For some reason, I really struggled to land a 321 in Infinite Flight. Let's quickly calibrate here. See how busy the airport is. Not too bad. There we go. APU can be turned off. We do not need that anymore. Where are you? We're currently at Sapporo. Heading down to Tokyo. Lovely early flash flight stream. A lot earlier than usual. Will there be any guests today? Raphael, there won't be any guests, but that's definitely something I would like to work on. Maybe we can get Jason, Laura, or somebody onto the stream at some point soon. Not today, but perhaps we have one more flash flight this week, stream-wise. Maybe the week after that, we could potentially get Laura, Jason, Cam, somebody from the team on one of these streams as well to have a chat with everybody. I'd imagine we'll be airborne within the next 15 minutes or so. There's not any arrivals into Sapporo at the moment, so we should have a relatively quick departure. The flow of departure should just be constant, I'd imagine anyway. Hopefully that's the case, because we don't really want to be on the ground for too long. $350 behind us. Was that glitch there? Okay. Relatively easy taxi down to the runway today. Lovely stuff. There we go. Pretty much straight taxi now. Airport's really busy, actually. Unexpectedly. I didn't think it was going to be this busy of an event, but it is. So thank you very much for joining. Sapporo is very busy right now. The controllers definitely have a huge task at the moment to make sure they can respond to all of us as and when they can. Wait, are you at Tokyo Airport? No, we're heading to Tokyo. We're currently at Sapporo. How many nautical miles do we have to cover? Great question, Raphael. We have 517 nautical miles. So it's not actually that long of a flight. We'll see if we can do it in under an hour. Of course, we're flying a lovely wide body today, so we have that extra power and that faster cruising speed today, so hopefully that works in our favour. We can get on the ground as soon as possible, maybe watch some landings and then watch the landing that we do in the replay mode once we're down. Seems quite busy for a flash flight. It is indeed. Carlos, welcome to the stream.
Sapporo new ground. All Nippon 68. Ready for pushback with information alpha. Give way to aircraft.
Kania, what's up? Welcome. Hillary, welcome to the stream.
Expect runway 1 left.
Sapporo new ground. All Nippon 753. Ready for pushback. Pushback approved.
I'm just curious. I know what the answer is going to be to this. I'll have a chat with the team, but who would be interested in a pre-release E175 demo stream? Because I'm sure that'd be quite nice. That'd be quite fun. Would be a cool idea. Yeah, we done it with the A330, the 220. I think that's it, actually. But maybe that's something that we could do. That would be fun. Start slowing down then. Got a little bit of a wait before we get airborne, so patience is key at the moment. So with that being said, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, because we're not going to be airborne, I would say, for the next 10 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit less than that. So there's a little bit of room for talking here. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm not even going to try pronouncing that name, but thank you very much for asking. The Mobile Pilot, welcome to the stream. Much love watching from the Caribbean. First time watching you live. What's up? All the way from England.
Pushback approved. All Nippon 753.
Pushback approved. Hotel Bravo Charlie Romeo Whiskey.
Sapporo new ground. Japan Air 526. Ready for pushback with information alpha.
What's your very personal recap for the Saturday meetup, Dan? What do you mean?
Pushback approved. Expect runway 1 left.
Will there be a giveaway today? That's a really good question. Yeah, sure, we can try and do a giveaway. In the previous 2 streams that we've done, Nightbot hasn't actually been working, which is really frustrating because we use a bot. If you didn't know, we use a bot to, of course, select the winner of our giveaways to make things, of course, very fair. The bot hasn't been working, which is really, really frustrating, but hopefully we can go ahead and try it again today at some point in the stream, maybe just before the top of Descent, and see if we can give away a month of Infinite Flight Pro today. We'll see. We'll see. Garrick, welcome to the stream.
68, ready to taxi with information alpha.
Let's see how many aircraft we are in line for departure.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 1 left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for departure. So yeah, I would say within 10 minutes we should be airborne. We'll see. As I say, there's no... I mean, even so, aircrafts which are landing at Sapporo right now should be landing on 1 right according to the ATIS. So we should have a very, very decent departure rate here. Dan, how's Liv? She's good. She's all well and good. Thank you for asking. Do you like the 7879? I mean, yeah, it's a nice airplane. I haven't had a chance to fly on one, though I would like to. It's one of those planes that I've never stepped foot on. Let's just be careful not to sniff the APU here. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, looking back, what's your opinion on the turnout of the event overall? Sundown, really, really good question. The turnout of the event itself, I don't think it could have gone any better. The weather was on our side that day. Of course, there were a few concerns running up to the event itself with travel and whatnot. And how busy things were going to be that weekend in general. But the overall turnout of the London Heathrow meetup was really, really good. And thank you all for, of course, Sundown and Chris, you attended the meetup. I'm not sure if there's anyone else in the chat here who come to see us at London Heathrow the other day, but thank you for coming. It was an absolute blast. It was a brilliant turnout. I'm sure Laura and Cam would say the exact same thing. They only had good things to say about it, and it was well and truly a really nice day out, and it couldn't have gone any better. So very good. Hopefully we can do some more of these events in the future. There's some chats internally about some more meetups. I won't go into too much detail, but it might not stick to one location. It could be overseas, it could be in other places as well. So we'll see. Of course, look out on social media and the community forum for any other in-person meetup events that we'll do in the future. But yeah. Have you travelled on ANA? I haven't. No, I haven't. Apologies for the wait, Dan. Extreme traffic today. No worries at all, Handy. I completely understand. That's exactly what happens when I press the go live button for these streams. Dan, can't talk today. Dan, do you prefer flying the 747 or the A380? In infinite flight, I would say the 747, though in real life, I think I would say the A380. The 380, I mean, from what I can remember, I went on a 747 when I was really young. But the A380 comfort-wise, it was a really, really lovely airplane to fly on. So I'd pick the A380 in real life and the 747 infinite flight. Chris, welcome to Superfan. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. With that being said, if there's anybody who's interested in becoming a channel member and helping support the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program, the link is in the description. You can find out everything about it there. All revenue generated by channel memberships on this channel is donated directly to them, so it goes to a good cause. Being at Myrtle Avenue for the first time in real life was my personal highlight, aside from, of course, hanging out with all of you and seeing some of you again. Yeah, Myrtle Avenue is a really, really cool place. It's sort of iconic to Heathrow. It's, of course, the famous spotting location at Heathrow anyway. And it's really nice. In Sundown, you can imagine how on a summer's day, for example, if you just like had some food and you wanted to watch some planes, how cool that location is in general. It's so casual, but you have these huge planes that just land right above you, like it's nothing. It's super, super cool. The 747-8 is actually decent to fly in infinite flight. Yes, absolutely. I like the 747-8 in infinite flight. Are you a real pilot, infinite flight fan? I'm not. I'm a student pilot. I need to sort of log more hours when I get a chance to. I haven't sort of pursued my training as much as I would have imagined to at the moment. But no, I'm not a qualified pilot, but I'm a pilot in training, right? The A380 engines are so quiet. Yes, Deco, I would agree with you on that one. The A380 is actually relatively quiet, surprisingly quiet from the outside and the inside. It's a really, really lovely airplane to fly. And I think for passenger comfort, it's definitely up there in comparison to a lot of airplanes. A really nice plane, especially on the upper deck. Jamal, the Lana Heathrow meetup went amazing. It couldn't have gone any better. Aviator Booney, what's up? Any work in progress shots? No, not today. I know you all want to see these, and of course, if you want to see some work in progress shots, we show quite a few of them on Discord, so you could always head over there. Ian, what's up? Welcome to the stream. But maybe we can do some more whip shots on the streams at some point in the future. But there aren't any planned for today, so sorry about that. Yeah, we'll be airborne super quick. This line's going down really fast, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. Upper deck was amazing on the 380. Was lucky to get both ways. Perks of staff travel. Yeah, same here. Deco. It's I mean, I think I would prefer to sit on the upper deck both ways. Like, in general, I think my favorite's the upper deck in terms of space. I mean, obviously, you have kind of less space in a way, but for storage, on like a storage level, you have, like, the compartments. With BA, anyway, you have, like, the storage compartments as armrests, which are really nice. You have quite a lot of storage upstairs in comparison to downstairs. I just like sitting upstairs on a double-decker because it's a double-decker, right? Why wouldn't you sit upstairs? And the overall view from upstairs, I think, is a lot better on the 380. When you're downstairs, in particular next to the wing, you can't really see much because the A380 wing is genuinely massive. But even so, sitting on top of the wing, it was comfortable. When we hit turbulence, you couldn't really feel it, if I'm honest with you. It was really comfy. The bins at the windows are fantastic. Is it a universal thing then? I'm not too sure, if I'm honest with you. I know that BA, of course, has the bins next to the windows, which is honestly amazing. But do all airlines have those then, or something? Is it just a part, like a standard part of the 380? I'm not sure. There's contact tower.
Here's the takeoff, runway 1 left, all Nippon 465.
All Nippon 8941. Contact Fukuoka.
Qantas has them as well, not sure about the rest. I flew on an Emirates 380 a few times. It's just amazing. Lucky, I would like to fly with Emirates. I've never flown with Emirates, though I'd definitely love to give it a go. It'd be cool to see the A380 reworks in infinite flight. Yes, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that one. You said there's going to be a really fun flash flight stream. Have you posted it yet? This Friday we have quite a fun flash flight stream. It's really, really short. It's really short. I'll just leave it as that. You'll find out on Friday, of course. Ian, the Heathrow meetup was amazing. Thank you for asking. Here we go then. It's almost time. We've been on air now for 25 minutes. It's really unusual how... really strange how the streams go really, really quick prior to departure. I guess it's just because we get carried away with talking and stuff, but... that'll do. Let's request departure then. 1 left, departing south. All Nippon 9228 Heavy has just been given takeoff clearance, so we should be told to line up and wait. Alex, we're flying to Tokyo today. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Yeah, definitely. There we go. Line up and wait. 1 left. Landing lights and strobes coming on then. Well, actually, whilst we're here, I might as well just mention that if you are a member on Discord, later on this evening, myself and Adam are doing a Discord stage event where we're going to talk about aviation ground operations and what it's like to work airside at an airport. So if you're interested in listening to that, then of course, head over to Discord this evening. And we'll essentially be like live-ish doing a stage event. Awesome, there we go. One left, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading until at or above 5,000 feet. Roger that, let's do it.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 1 left. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Right, let's go.
Milky, request frequency change.
89% N1. Chris, I think it'll be 9 PM your time.
Sapporo New Tower. All Nippon
Accelerating
65.
really fast because we're quite light today.
Departure at runway 1 left. Departing straight out.
Is that an aircraft crossing the runway?
Tax approach Oro new ground on 121.7.
Contact
Typical.
approach or
ATC, could you report that pilot, please?
1.7.
Thanks.
Milky.
All Nippon 2554. Line up and wait runway 1 left.
Line up and
Okay,
wait
flying runway heading.
left. All Nippon 2554.
There's 1,000 feet. We'll lower the attitude down to 10 degrees. Increase that speed whilst we're at it. Pitch for speed. Contact Fukuoka Center. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that again, but contact center. There we go. And we'll check in IFR.
Center on 127.0. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Fukuoka Center. Alpha Victor Delta
Fukuoka Center. I think that's how you pronounce it.
800.
Climb into 5,000 feet before we make a right-hand turn to proceed on course.
Fukuoka Center. Japan Air 330.
That's 250.
At 38,000.
Accelerating super fast because we're really, really light.
0. All Nippon 82.
Relatively decent spacing with aircraft around us as well, so pretty much safe to climb at the speed we're going at the moment.
180. Climb and maintain 7,000. Fukuoka Center. Juliet Alpha November 009. With you at 37,000.
Turn right heading 180.
Let's do it.
Maintain 7,000. All Nippon 9228.
Let's activate the next leg here.
Nippon 50. Requesting climb to
Still need to climb to 5,000 feet. 1,000 feet to go.
Climb and maintain flight level.
Why do you always calibrate before takeoff? Is a great question. It's just so that I can take off smoothly. If I don't calibrate and I have a little bit of sort of aileron to the left or something, it will just mess up the takeoff.
Fukuoka Center. All Nippon 515. With you at 37,000. Maintain Mach 0.82. Fuji Dream.
Dan, are you excited for the E175? Yes, absolutely. It's a lovely aeroplane to fly.
Reduce speed to 310 knots.
Of course, I'll read the chat a lot more in just a moment once we're on course and the LNAV is doing its thing.
All Nippon 894.
Right now, I'm flying
Speed to 310
sort of manually.
Increase speed to 310 knots. All Nippon 8941.
All Nippon 465. Turn right heading 200. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Turn right heading 200. Climb and
Okay,
maintain
LNAV coming on.
level 360. All Nippon 465.
All Nippon 9228 heavy. Climb and maintain flight
You see, this is a very
level
tight
360.
turn here.
Fukuoka Center. Golf Charlie Lima Echo Echo. With you at 40,000. All Nippon 9228 heavy. Turn right heading 210.
We're climbing really fast.
All Nippon 2554. With you at 3,700.
Turn right heading 210. All Nippon 9228 heavy.
By the looks of it, for the first portion of this flight, we'll be flying over the ocean,
Filed. All Nippon 2554.
and then we'll be flying over
Continue
mainland.
All Nippon 9228.
10,000 feet coming up.
Juliet Alpha 03 November Kilo is 13 nautical miles northeast of Osaka International and 12,100 feet.
There it is.
Visual approach any
Landing
runway
lights
copy.
off.
All Nippon 515. Radar contact. Juliet Alpha 03.
We'll lower the vertical speed here
Unable to provide services to this airport at the
to increase the speed.
Proceed on course. Japan Air 330. Radar contact. All Nippon 2554 is 6 nautical miles north of
Why did you turn manually after takeoff rather than setting LNAV? That's a really good question. I just tried turning manually for the first portion of that turn because the turn for departure here was actually really, really tight. So I just wanted to turn at a steeper bank angle so that we could make the turn a bit quicker. Because otherwise the LNAV would have sent us really far off course.
Requesting ILS approach runway 9 at Kobe.
Increase speed to 310 knots. All Nippon 465.
We're increasing our speed now to
Alpha 63.
315 knots.
Standby at 1 Alpha arrival.
I'll turn those seatbelts off here. You should fly manually for some time, lol. For the whole flight, we should fly without autopilot. Autopilot failure. When's the next stream? The next stream will be on Friday. And this will be a very fun and quick stream, I must say. There's 315.
Fuji Dream 3776. Climb and maintain flight level 400. Climb and maintain flight level 400. Fuji Dream 3776. Japan Air 588 Heavy. Radar contact. Japan Air 588 Heavy is 18 nautical miles south of Amor.
It isn't Puppet Westray to Westray, is it? It isn't, Deco, it isn't. But the flight's around 25 minutes long. 25, 26 minutes long. And it's a very scenic flash flight. It should be fun. It should be fun. I mean, it might be quick enough that we could do a return flight or something. So we'll see.
Increase speed to 310 knots. Golf Bravo.
I dare you to butter the landing. It doesn't seem like very much of a dare, but I'll try my very best.
You're in an active airspace. Please contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0. JAir 319, unable to provide services to this airport at the moment.
Okay, let's have a look at the line then.
Descending via Godi 1 Charlie arrival.
A lot of pilots already making their way down to Tokyo today. There's a lot of aircraft waiting for departure as well at Sapporo.
Alpha Golf, continuous filed. All Nippon 515.
Of course, if you'd like to escort today, you're more than welcome as well. I know there's it's a little bit of a grey area there in terms of can I escort? Of course you can.
Flight level 360.
Zurich to Geneva. No, Chris, it's not.
Contact. All Nippon 515. Proceed as requested. Descending via Godi 2 Kilo arrival. All Nippon 515. Oscar Yankee Delta Echo November. Turn left heading 360.
Around 1 hour is the flight time. Yeah, at the moment it's saying the estimated time of arrival is in around an hour's time. I can imagine that will decrease quite quickly as well with altitude and speed. Once we get to our cruising altitudes, it will probably go down to around 50 minutes or so. We'll see, of course. And that's the beauty of flying a very powerful aircraft on a short route. Which runway are you landing at? I think we're landing on... Is it the 3-4s? I think it's 3-4 right we're landing at Tokyo.
Speed to 310 knots.
This is the 200 ER Hillary, yes, indeed.
All Nippon 2554. Japan Air 1026 Heavy. Unable to provide
Dan, out of all the airports you've been to, what was your favourite? An in-flight flight or real life? These questions have to be sort of justified, like, elaborated on. Because it could sort of relate to infinite flight and real life, so
All Nippon 626 Heavy.
I have to always ask, what do you mean? Oh no, what's up?
Papa Hotel Juliet Victor Papa. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Okay, that's lower that vertical speed. An infinite flight, okay. My favourite airport in infinite flight, I think, is like
026 Heavy. Unable to provide services to this airport at the moment.
Skiathos, maybe. It's cool. St. Martin, Chicago's coming along nicely, I must say. That's quite a nice one. I have a lot of favourite airports in infinite flight.
Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Who wants to... I don't know if... I mean, I can imagine some of you follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, let me get my phone here and I can show you some progress of Chicago here. If I can show you this. And then another shot here. You can see the custom tower there as well. Right, let's relax. Let's sit back. Let the autopilot do its thing now. We've got some good spacing between the aircraft ahead of us, so we're pretty much good to go. Looks like we've hit a little bit of turbulence here. But I think for the most part, we're good. So we'll leave it as it is. The line at Sapporo is still crazy. I can imagine it is. IF, yes, we're flying the ANA livery. Gonzo, welcome to the stream. Dan, can you tell me an airport for me to land at when I take off from Tokyo, and also tell me a plane and airline? Maybe Japan Airlines to somewhere. I don't know. I'm not very familiar on the area in general. That's why we're flying Sapporo to Tokyo today. Maybe you could fly it the opposite way, or join us for this flash flight today.
638 is 5 nautical miles southeast of Takeover at 3,900 feet. Requesting flight following to Naha. Japan Air 1638. Proceed on course to Naha. Proceed on course. Japan Air 1638.
Chris is still in queue. I'm sorry, Chris. You must have pushed back too late. Or you must have spawned at a really awkward point.
All Nippon 069 is 4 nautical miles north of Tokyo International at 5,200.
I really want the 717 to be reworked. Do you agree, Captain Ethan? I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the 717 in general. I mean, yes, it would make a nice rework because it's not very good at the moment. It's a legacy aircraft. It's, I mean, I think landing in it is very difficult, I must say. But, like, which airlines actually use, so how many 717s are actually being used right now as we speak? Because it's a relatively old aircraft.
Fukuoka Center, Papa Kilo Tango Bravo Alpha, with you at 5,300. Papa Hotel Juliet Victor Papa, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Yeah, the other side of the airport, since there was no space, Chris, I feel very bad for you. Yeah, that's exactly why, Chris. You would have had to taxi around the entire airport to get to one left. Have fun waiting, of course, though. Enjoy the flight once you get airborne. It should be a fun one. It's actually quite bumpy up here at the moment. Almost at cruise. Just lower that vertical speed to around 1,800 feet per minute. Mark, 0.84 is the cruising speed today. There's Delta, Qantas, and Hawaiian. Is that it? Did you see the Auckland to New York route? Flight time is around 15 hours, 45 minutes, and the flight back was 16 hours, 15. I haven't. That was new, wasn't it? Like, it only just happened. Yes, Hawaiian still uses the 717. 777-200ER for a 517 nautical mile flight. It's a great question, yes. I don't think I think I saw it somewhere that the 777 did operate this route in real life. Though, equally, they used the 787 and the 767 on this route as well. So, the 777 made a good fit for this route. And the other front's not too bad. Okay, you should be airborne in no time. Change frequency. Which frequency are we on? I think we're on center, so we don't need to change frequency at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah, we don't need to. We're staying on this frequency now until we need contact approach, if they stay active, of course.
Descend and maintain 15,000. Thai 676 heavy. Radar contact.
When's the ERJ-175 going to come out? Not yet. Patience. Soon. That's all I can say. 103 717s are still flying today. Delta, Qantas, Link, and Hawaiian. Yeah, that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. It would be nice, but I don't know.
Turn left heading 040. Descend and maintain 15,000. Thai 682.
Then I have to go and get lunch. No worries at all. Enjoy lunch.
Maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. 9 Mike Lima Alpha Golf.
Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Climb and maintain 6,000.
Okay, so right now it's saying we have... Okay, so 1 hour. That's it. It's not changing. And that's only because it would have been a shorter flight, actually. Have a look at the winds here. We've got... about 112 knot. It will be a headwind soon. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer today.
Altitude at your discretion. Thank you. All Nippon 069. Japan Air
Eli, what's up? How's it going? Welcome.
Speed to 280 knots. Turn left heading 090. Climb and maintain
Origami Paper 5013. I have a challenge. Try to land at night because it's night in Japan right now. We tried to land at night time on the previous stream, and it was quite scary. It didn't go all too well. I mean, it did, but it was a really hard landing. 126 knots of wind up here at 380. Yep, it's going to be a windy one. Eli, the Heathrow meetup was great, thank you. Hi, Dan. Is Bogota Airport in the plans for 3D? I think so. Let's get an outside view then. Turning towards the winds now. 113 knots. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, it's a cool view.
India Juliet November Charlie Oscar, climb and maintain 6,000. Climb and maintain 6,000. India Juliet November Charlie Oscar. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy, climb and maintain.
Out of curiosity, does anyone know if Qantas still uses and flies their A380? Yes, Jamal, I believe they do. I saw one at Heathrow the other day. And one fly over my house yesterday. I think they do. Unless it was being used for like cargo or something like that, like at the COVID times, right? Yes, they do. How long until we land? We have 1 hour until we land. Maybe a pinch longer than that. It really depends, of course, on the winds, first of all. And, of course, if we receive vectors on arrival into Tokyo. So around an hour.
New Zealand 92 Heavy, radar contact.
Qantas 34 Heavy is 9 nautical miles south of 𝗘𝗏𝗦 at 27,000.
Dan, have you been to Japan? I haven't, though I would like to. I would like to visit Japan. I mean, ultimately, I would like to sort of travel anyway and see all the different corners of the world. And yeah, Japan's one of those places that I would like to see. Yes, Hadi, thank you so much for the service at Sapporo. It's appreciated. Thank you.
All Nippon 1188, climb and maintain flight level 340. Papa Kilo Tango Bravo Alpha.
I've flown the 777-300ER for like an hour and a half in real life. Mohammed, I would like to know how you flew a 777-300 in real life for an hour and a half. Because I don't, is that even possible to just go and fly one? Unless you're training, of course.
I'm sorry, New Zealand 92 Heavy. Continuous file. Cyclone 102. Qantas 34 Heavy. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. Qantas 34 Heavy.
Captain Satam in the chat right now. If you didn't know, Hadi is working really hard on airport editing at the moment. I must say, doing a great job.
Requesting descent via Godi 1 Charlie arrival. New Zealand 92 Heavy. Altitude at your discretion.
No, as a passenger. Oh, I was going to say. Yeah, I thought that sounded a bit off, Mohammed. Have you ever flown Ryanair, says the captain. Yes, I have. I've flown once with Ryanair. Only once. And it was a backup option. Dan, do you log your flights on My Flight Radar 24? I do it, and it's really fun to do. You can see your total flight time, total distance, and a lot more. I don't, although maybe I should. Maybe I should. My uncle is a captain for FedEx 777, and I've flown with him to Paris from Anchorage. Oh, that's awesome, Noah. That must have been a really cool experience. Did you, like, jump seat the flight or something?
Maintain 250 knots or greater. November 731 Kilo Oscar.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, 9 Mike Alpha Golf.
Climb and maintain flight level 320.
Have you flown with Etihad, Dan? I haven't, no. I would definitely like to give it a go, though.
Fukuoka Center. Japan
No, that's actually really, really, really neat. You jump seated on the, of course, the 777, I guess. Was it like a, because I know some cargo airplanes, they have like seats in the galley or like a crew rest area. Like, could you jump seat in the flight deck, or was you jump seating sort of in the crew rest area? I think cargo, I mean, generally speaking, they don't really close the flight deck door because there's not a threat from passengers. So, I'd assume you just had access to the flight deck and wherever on the plane, really. That must have been really, really fun.
All Nippon 20 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340. All Nippon 20 Heavy.
I was jump seating the flight deck. That's super cool. That's actually really, I must say, I'm jealous. I would love to do that. I would really love to do that. You're very lucky.
Juliet Alpha Alpha 632, contact Tokyo, approach on 125.4. Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel.
F-18, looks like we've got an escort coming.
All Nippon 8045. Requesting climb to flight level 380.
Fukuoka Center.
Dan, what's your best approach in infinite flight? I'm not too sure. There's a lot of fun approaches to doing infinite flight, but I think my favorite ones are Innsbruck and Queenstown.
Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy, with you at 4,100.
Fukuoka Center, Lufthansa 380 Heavy, with you at 6,500.
Papa Kilo Romeo
I've jump seated on the A220-100. Oh, Chris, I think I saw that on your Instagram. That was pretty neat. How did you manage to do that? I need to do this one day. How do you manage to get into the jump seat? Because I know Laura's done it as well. Like, how do you do this?
Climb and maintain 8,000.
Maybe you know the pilots or something, but
Nippon 824 Foxtrot capital X-ray, maintain Mach 0.84. Bombardier 001, maintain Mach 0.84.
we were following an A330 and passed it because it was super slow. That's really neat.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy.
Maintain Mark 0.84. From Air 001.
Japan Air 142.
Oh, I know the Kai pilot for Swiss, and they allow guests to join. Chris, that's amazing. That's pretty neat.
Contact Tokyo, approach on 125.4.
I know some EasyJet pilots. Maybe I can try.
Japan Air 142, contact Tokyo, approach on 125.4. Fukuoka Center.
What are you landing in, the HUD or the cockpit? I'll probably land in the cockpit today.
All Nippon 41 is 5 nautical miles northeast of Chitose Air Base at 4,800 feet. Requesting flight following to Tokyo International. Delta 910 Victor Alpha Heavy, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0.
Japan Air 526. Requesting climb to flight level 400.
Golf Echo Zulu Echo Kilo is 13 nautical miles northeast of Misawa at 35,400 feet. Requesting flight following.
You're a legend, you know?
Delta
Am I really?
910 Victor Alpha Heavy is 9 nautical miles east of Misawa at 38,000.
Let's do some cinematics.
Flying VFR. Maintain Mach 0.84. Papa Kilo Tango Bravo Alpha. Climb and maintain 7.
Water noises. Dan, do a flash flight on Monday, Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia will be on the IFATC that day. We'll have a look. I haven't planned any events for next week just yet. I'll do those at the start of the week, so I don't think there will be a flash flight on Monday, but we'll see.
Requesting climb to flight level 380.
Proceed on course. Golf Echo Zulu Echo Kilo. Golf Echo Zulu Echo Kilo. Requesting descent to flight level 380.
This is such a nice aeroplane.
Hotel Bravo Charlie Romeo Whiskey. Climb and maintain flight level 400.
Any work in progress shots? No, not today.
Climb and maintain flight level 340. Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy. Requesting climb to flight level 250.
Fukuoka Center, Japan Air 411, with you
Is the cyclone impacting Japan right now? Is there a cyclone over Japan right now? Are we in for a windy landing?
Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy. Fukuoka Center. All Nippon 68. With you at 2,800. All Nippon 824 Foxtrot capital X-ray.
I think so, Dan.
Maintain flight
I'll need to have a look at this. I'll check windy in just a moment, and we can have a look and see if we're in for a treat for landing. We'll also look at the weather, the weather on arrival in just a minute.
Maintain flight level 380. All Nippon 824 Foxtrot X-ray. All Nippon
Uh-oh, I think it's going to be a bumpy flight.
contact. Etihad 002 Victor Alpha. Radar contact.
Here, what we need to do is we need to position the camera so that we can see the land to our right-hand side. The scenery is really nice here, so if we just go around to this side.
Juliet Kilo Yankee 1022. Radar contact.
And do like an angle from the back. This will be cool.
Fukuoka Center. Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie India. With you at 1300.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
All Nippon
That's,
Descent via arrival.
have a look here. Do you plan on doing an ATC stream? I do not know. Let's have a look. Here.
Any runway at Tokyo International. Descending via Godi 1 Charlie arrival. All Nippon 76 heavy.
All Nippon
It's not like,
119.
it's not too bad.
Contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Let me have a look on windy.
Tokyo approach on 125.4. All Nippon 1192. All Nippon 207. Contact Tokyo approach on 125.4. Contact
Okay, let's have a look. Let's head over to...
All Nippon 207. Japan Air 330. Turn left heading 060. Descend and maintain 15,000.
Okay, generally speaking, we're currently at 38,000 feet.
320.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have headwinds for the majority of this flight. If you were doing a flight, let's say, for example, from Tokyo over to like LA, for example, and you were flying slightly north, northeast, you would catch a really, really nice tailwind from what I can see here, which would make the flight go super, super fast. Let's have a look at the weather on arrival. Relatively calm. I mean, it's not too bad, if I'm honest with you. Surface winds. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's fine.
Fukuoka Center. Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey. With you at 14,000.
Should be good.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Fukuoka Center. Japan Air 423. With you at 1100.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Japan Air 526.
Abdul, what's up? Welcome. How old are the 717s? I don't know. How old are the 717s?
090. Janux 456.
Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey. Radar contact. Fukuoka Center. Aero Mexico 15 Heavy. With you at 20,700. Japan Air 423. Radar contact.
30 plus years. Is that it?
Air 423. Requesting climb to
The
flight
717s are only 30 years old-ish. I thought they'd be older than that, if I'm honest. They're a lot,
3 Delta
Oh,
Mike
tired.
Alpha Capital X-ray.
Requesting descent via they're not as old as I thought they'd be.
arrival. Japan Air 330. Contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Can you do an island hopping stream with the TBM? That would be cool. Maybe we could do like a wacky racing or something with the TBM or something like that.
Capital X-ray. Descent via arrival. Papa Tango November Tango Victor is 26 nautical miles northeast of Yao Airport at 23,800 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Tokyo.
There's one that's 17 years old.
Descending via Godi
It's younger than me.
3 Delta Mike Alpha Capital
Let's get a wing
X-ray.
view here. Did you have a nice birthday? I did indeed. Thank you so much for asking. Let's see what sort of wing view we can get. I think one with the ocean will be nice with the land like this. This is nice. Samuel AR, what's up? Welcome.
Papa Tango November Tango Victor, unable at this time, proceed on course to Tokyo International. Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey, altitude at your discretion. Fukuoka Center, Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy, with you at 20,100.
All Nippon 9228 Heavy.
Seatbelt sign, yeah. It's getting quite bumpy up here.
Roger, Papa
Can smooth the landing. Yusuf, I'll try my very best to land smoothly today. Got the escort off to our left here. If we just zoom in and have a look. There we go. Top Gun livery. Maverick.
Turn right heading 090. Descend and maintain 15,000. Juliet Alpha November 009.
We actually left the airplane when we had a look then. Got a nice wide angle shot here. Tom Cruise is saying hello.
Japan Air 842 Heavy, with you at 4,400. Fukuoka Center, corporate 8070.
Here, let me search something up. Let's see if we can do a quiz whilst we're at it. Let's have a look. Aviation trivia questions. Okay, right. Let's have a look. Let's see here. Ones that we haven't asked before. Continued recommended cookies. Right. Okay, let's see.
Fukuoka Center, Japan Air 141, with you at 3,000. Japan Air 141, radar contact.
All Nippon 772. Requesting descent via Godi.
Let's see what the questions are like. There's some that are pretty meh. Just show the answers here to myself.
Japan Air 141,
See if they are actually.
requesting climb to flight level 250. All Nippon 772, descend via arrival.
Descending via Godi 1 Charlie arrival. All Nippon 772.
Jordanian 502 is 38 nautical miles south of Hakodate at 24,500 feet. Requesting GPS approach any runway at Sapporo Nu. Papa Kilo Delta
Okay.
requesting climb to flight level 340.
This is a question which is actually which is sort of correct, but also kind of wrong. Here's a question for you all then. Why do flight attendants ask passengers to raise the window blinds during landing and takeoff?
4,900. Fuji Dream 3776. Requesting descent
Look at the
to
line on the
flight
map.
level
Okay, let's have a look.
340.
Oh wow, there's a lot. Oh well, there's a lot of airplanes here.
In an active airspace, please contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0. Japan Air 141, altitude at your discretion. All Nippon 40, radar contact. Japan Air 330, contact Tokyo approach on 125.4. Janux 456, turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 15,000.
Turn left heading 0.
Because of the pressure, I don't know. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the pressure. So yeah, some of the answers in the chat here for awareness. Sorry. Yes, awareness. You are sort of the surveillance of the airplane. You can see out of the window and report anything that goes wrong. Maybe if something's happening outside, which the pilots or cabin crew can't see.
Janux 456, contact Tokyo approach on
But another reason
125.4. Alpha November 009,
for this,
contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
it's more so to do with like
Contacting Tokyo approach.
nighttime as well. Here, let me ask you. Okay, no, hold on a minute. I'm thinking of something else. Yes, you're correct with that. See outside for an emergency. Why do the cabin crew dim the lights? This is what I was trying to refer to.
Approach on 125.4. Juliet Alpha November 009. Papa Alpha Sierra Tango, radar contact. Japan Air 2.
Let's see how many of you can get this one. Why do the cabin crew dim the lights? To save energy. No. For you to go to sleep. Sorry, let me rephrase. Why did the cabin crew dim the lights on takeoff and landing?
Japan Air 526 Heavy, amend flight plan to include ATC preferred star at destination.
Fukuoka Center. All Nippon 456. With you at 23,000.
Okay, yeah, Raphael's got it. In case of an emergency at night, the eyes can adjust. Yes, there we go. That's exactly why. So let's say you're flying at night. You take off, the cabin lights are bright as hell, right? You know, it's super bright. It's just like a normal lit room, right? Let's say you take off, the cabin lights are super bright, and then you crash, right? In whatever the scenario you're in, you crash in a field or something, and you need to evacuate the plane, okay? And the doors swing open, and your eyes are still used to this bright light inside the cabin. Then you need to jump out of the plane and run away or something like that. your eyes simply wouldn't have adjusted, and that's literally the answer for that one. Your eyes need to adjust to the outside lighting as well, and that's why the lights are dimmed. And again, I'll rephrase it. If your eyes are used to the cabin lighting and you have to evacuate in a really dark area, you won't be able to see anything straight away until your eyes adjust to the outside light. Or should I say outside light? There's no outside light, but you know what I mean. In the case of an emergency, you need to be able to see what's outside of the aircraft, and that's why the lights are dimmed in the cabin for takeoff and landings, that your eyes are already adjusted in case of an emergency. I learnt that one in cabin crew. Let's see. Oh, okay. A typical cabin window on an airplane is made up of how many panels? Go.
𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗚 5 is 7 nautical miles west of Tokushima at 43,000 feet. Requesting GPS approach runway 34 left at Tokyo International. Fukuoka Center, all Nippon 666 heavy, with view of 9,400. Fukuoka Center, Bravo 1917.
Ian, it's not 9. The answer to that one is 3. I'm not sure what the panels are called. I made a TikTok on this actually a little while back, but I've forgotten. I know that one of them is pretty irrelevant, and it's more or less like a protector for the inner pane. Yeah, 3. Let's see. Oh, okay, good question. Let's say you're flying at cruising altitude and you experience a decompression or a rapid decompression. What state does the human body go into? I'm not sure on the duration. I think it's 5 or 15 minutes or something. But what state does the body go into if it doesn't receive oxygen? Sleep, Eli, yeah, pretty much. Hypoxia, you've all got this one. Hypoxia, starvation of oxygen to the brain, of course. If you don't put your mask on before helping others, you can enter an hypoxic state, which is really dangerous because it sort of makes you really sort of unaware of your surroundings. It makes you really sleepy, and it also makes you weirdly sort of really happy. It's sort of like being drunk in a way, but of course at 38,000 feet you lose oxygen, and then what happens? You know what happens. Let's see.
Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor. Adjust
Hmm.
speed to follow aircraft ahead.
Royal Nepal 67 Heavy, requesting descent to 13,000.
Japan Air 526 Heavy, proceed on course to Tokyo International. Red Cap 653, radar contact.
Let's have a look here.
Proceed on course. Japan Air 526 Heavy. All Nippon 50 is 26 nautical miles northwest of Matsushima at 40,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Tokyo International. Japan Air 132, contact Tokyo approach on 125.4. Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4.
I have a feeling some of these questions are wrong. If I'm honest with you, I'm looking at some of the answers here.
Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. Royal Nepal 67 Heavy.
like this question, for example. I think these questions are for those who don't really have a great deal of understanding within the aviation industry. Like this question, question 23 on this list. Which of the following is a supersonic aircraft? A, B, or C? Boeing 747, Concorde, or a Learjet? Yes.
China Eastern 7382 is 22 nautical miles east of Chubu Center at 36,000.
Look at the scenery right now.
Requesting Isles approach runway 34 left at Tokyo International.
It's definitely not Concorde. It's 747.
Requesting descent via
Let's see.
Papa Papa Alpha Sierra Tango, proceed as requested.
Descending via Zach
Du-
1
du- du- du-
kilo
du.
arrival. Papa Papa Alpha Sierra Tango. Descending via Zach 1 kilo arrival. China
Okay, these questions are pretty rubbish. Let's see if I can find
to follow aircraft ahead.
aviation trivia.
7382.
Cyclone 102, maintain 30
This is really-
knots or greater.
This is actually the FAA website, and they don't provide the answers. That's brilliant.
02, Fukuoka Center, Japan Air 528, with you at 3,800. Jordanian 502, unable at this time.
Okay.
Proceed on course to Japan Air
This one looks
528,
kind of okay.
radar contact. Roger. Jordanian 502.
Let me see. I need to sort of pick out. There's just a list of questions. They're all sort of bunched together.
Flight level 320. All Nippon 8941. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. All Nippon 8941.
Complete the nickname of the single-engine 5-seat aircraft, the Cirrus SR-22, the plane with the...
Descending
I mean, it's quite an easy one, actually.
arrival. Air France 1 Heavy.
Etihad 002
The plane with the...
descent via Zach 1 kilo arrival.
Papa Alpha Sierra Tango. Maintain Mach .84. Fukuoka Center. November 1 Mike Echo. With you at 8,900. Etihad 002 Victor Alpha. Proceed as requested.
Origami Paper has got it. The plane... yes, I'm Raphael. The plane with the parachute. Okay. Let's see... 18...
02 Victor Alpha.
November 1 Mike Echo. Radar contact.
Thai 676 heavy.
What was the name of the Hawker Siddeley Maritime Patrol aircraft retired by the Royal Air Force in 2011?
Golf Charlie Lima Echo Echo. Request frequency change. All Nippon 76 Heavy. Contact
What was the
Tokyo
name of the
approach on
Hawker
125.
Siddeley Maritime Patrol aircraft retired by the Royal Air Force in 2011? It's quite a cool plane, actually. I've been in one. Really cool aeroplane.
All Nippon 76 heavy.
All Nippon 824 Foxtrot X-Ray. Requesting descent to flight level 360. Golf Charlie
Infinite
Lima
Flight
Echo
Finland, what's
Echo.
up? Chris, yes, Chris has got it. It's the,
Contacting
yeah,
Tokyo
it's the
approach
Nimrod.
125.
It's the Nimrod.
Golf Charlie Lima Echo Echo.
Nimrod's very loud aeroplane as well. Very, very loud.
Proceed as requested.
Descending via Zach
Ooh.
1 kilo arrival.
Wait a minute, that can't be right.
Delta Bravo.
Descending
VNAV, in 4 minutes, let's request descent via the Gotti 1 Charlie arrival. Whilst we're doing that, we'll find another question here. 6 looks like it's an easy. Let's just have a look here. 6.
9228 heavy, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain flight level Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
There we go. Proceed as requested. Okay. Which American aviation aircraft manufacturer produced its 100,000th single-engine airplane in 1975? Which American aviation aircraft manufacturer produced its 100,000th single-engine airplane in 1975?
250. Descent and maintain flight level 300. All Nippon 9228 heavy.
Yes, it's a Cessna. Chris, are you on the same website or something? Have you just got the answers in front of you? Number 2, let's have a look here.
Turn right heading 260.
Yes, it was Cessna.
300. Bravo Hotel Yankee Delta. Requesting descent via Zach 1 kilo arrival. Janix 528.
Which airplane was the first and original jumbo jet?
All Nippon 772. Contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. All Nippon 772. Thank you. Good day. All Nippon 772.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. Janix 528. Bravo Hotel Yankee Delta. Proceed as requested.
707, A380, yes, it was the 747.
Bravo Hotel Yankee Delta. All Nippon 8245.
Right, let's try another website here. That was okay, actually. Those questions weren't too bad. Let's have a look. Aviation Trivia, another page here.
All Nippon 9228 heavy. Requesting descent via Gotti.
Ah, okay, this is cool.
Hotel Foxtrot India November 5 at 2. Please follow instructions or you will be reported. Golf Echo Zulu Echo Kilo. Please follow instructions or you will be reported. Tango India Alpha November Juliet. Requesting descent via Zach 1 kilo arrival. All
In
Nippon
1783, the first free flight of a hot air balloon carrying a human occurred in what city?
Tango India Alpha November Juliet. Proceed as requested. Tango India Alpha November Juliet. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Tango India Alpha November Juliet. Fukuoka Center, Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy, with view of 30,000. All Nippon 40.
Paris indeed.
Follow aircraft ahead.
Paris indeed.
Follow aircraft
Paris,
ahead.
France.
All Nippon 40. All Nippon 40. Thank you. Japan Air 10.
I guess actually a really fun one that we could do is airport codes.
40. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy, radar contact. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy is 17 nautical miles north of Hanamaki at 30,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Tokyo International. All Nippon 8045, turn right heading
I need to make sure these are right.
Descend and maintain flight level 300. Japan Air 719 is 19 nautical miles southwest of Yamagata at 30,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Tokyo International.
Juliet Alpha 12
So basically guessing an ICAO codes. I think
14,000 feet.
it'll be like IATA.
Any runway at Tokyo
IATA's slightly more difficult.
Turn right heading 240. Descend and maintain flight level 340.
I need to make sure this site's actually good though.
Turn right heading 220. Maintain flight level
It's in
300.
chronological order.
Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie India, requesting descent via AX 1 kilo arrival.
Fukuoka Center, United 236, with view of 24,500.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain flight level 30.
Wow, did you see that?
All Nippon 8.
Did you just see that? That plane went far. Whoa.
10 Victor Alpha flight of 3 is 7 nautical miles east of Yamagata at 38,000 feet. Flying VFR.
Lufthansa 380 Heavy is 10 nautical miles north of Hamamatsu.
Okay, that's it. I think it'll be easy if I just select random airports on Flight Radar
Range VFR.
rather than look through this list, which is literally massive.
Maintain flight level 360. Turn right heading 250. Maintain flight level 360.
There we go, descend into 13,000. Let's have a look here then.
910 Victor Alpha flight of 3. Roger. Proceed on
So we'll
course.
start off easy. What's the IATA code for London Heathrow?
Miles north of Nippo at 29,000 feet. Request denials approach runway 34 left of Tokyo International.
Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey. Continue as filed.
Continue as filed. Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey.
Papa Alpha Sierra Tango. Turn left heading 060.
LHR, yeah, super easy. Okay, next one. What's the IATA code for London Stansted?
27.0.
Turn left heading 060. Descend and maintain 15,000. Papa Alpha Sierra Tango.
9 Mike Lima Alpha Golf. Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain flight level 300. 9 Mike Lima Alpha Golf. Correction.
Yes, it's STN. Okay. What's the IATA code for Alicante?
Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Requesting descent via Cody 1 Charlie arrival.
Japan Air 526. Requesting climb to flight level 340.
Maintain Mach 0.78.
ALK. It's not Chris. It's not Ace. Oh no, Chris. You got one wrong. A lot of correct answers in the chat though. Oh no, you got it right. Yes, it's ALC. Alicante ALC. Okay, let's have a look here then. Let's see. Let's find a really random airport here. I'm going to zoom in to just somewhere in the middle of Europe.
Ethiopian 5654, turn right heading 190, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Let's have a look.
Fukuoka Center, Charlie November 8868 Super, with view of 13,600. China Eastern 7382, turn left heading 060.
Okay, what's the ICAO, not ICAO, IATA code for Split?
8868 Super, radar contact. All Nippon 666 Heavy, altitude at your discretion. Lufthansa 380 Heavy, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain flight level 230. Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy, request frequency change. Japan Air 2871, proceed on course to Tokyo International. Charlie November 8868 Super is 5
Okay,
nautical miles
yeah,
south
you all
of
seem to be
Tokyo
getting this one as well. It's
Requesting flight following
SPU.
to Beijing Capital.
Okay,
Proceed
next,
on course.
let's see.
Japan Air 2871. Japan Air 2871
I have a fun one.
is 10 nautical miles southwest of Chifu at 34,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach any runway.
Okay,
Tokyo
what's the
International.
IATA code for
Skiathos?
Skiathos?
30 nautical miles north of Hamamatsu at
International. Unable. Delta 910 Victor Alpha Flight of 3. Delta 910 Victor Alpha Flight of 3 is 19 nautical miles west of
Ooh,
Sendai,
some
34,600 feet.
it's confusing one, this one.
All Nippon 824 Foxtrot X-ray. Request
Inflight Flight 001 has got it correct. It's JSI. JSI. It's a really weird one, actually. It sort of throws you off because it's completely different to what you'd expect it to be. But there we go. JSI is 𝗖𝗛𝗏𝗏 in the IATA code. Okay. Let's see. Okay, what's the IATA code for Larnaca? Yes, IATA are really random, Chris. That's why I chose this one. What's the IATA code for Larnaca? Cyprus. Okay, I think that one was really easy. LCA. LCA. F-18 over there. Okay, let's have a look then. Oh, okay, I've got one. Oh wait, no, that's too easy. That's too easy.
Fukuoka Center. Papa Tango November Tango Victor. With you at 15,000.
Contacting Tokyo approach. 5.4. Papa Alpha Sierra Tango.
I'm sorry, Tango India Alpha November Juliet. You're
Ooh.
welcome. Tango India
Okay,
Alpha
what's
November
the
Juliet.
IATA code for Malaga?
9228 Heavy is 34 nautical miles east of Niigata at 30,000 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Tokyo International.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.
Malaga.
China Eastern 738.
Mao.
All Nippon 8.
Infinite Flight 001 is correct. Again, the answer to Malaga is AGP. Chris got that one as well. Okay, we're going to spice things up then. We're going to change and do ICAO codes now. Sundown, welcome back. Let's do ICAO codes. So let's start off with Seville. Seville in Spain.
Victor Alpha, contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Japan Air 2871.
ICAO code for Seville.
Nagoya at 34,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach any runway at Tokyo International.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. Etihad 002 Victor Alpha.
Easy has got it right. Actually, there's a lot of
Aircraft ahead.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Air France.
a lot of correct answers. Seville, yes. It is LEZL. Okay, this is kind of easy. Maybe we should spice it. The thing is, I don't know if you're searching this up on your end, but maybe we should spice things up and do it like the other way around here. So if we do, we're going to do IATA again. The IATA code LIS stands for which airport? LIS.
Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey is 12 nautical miles southeast of Shizuoka at 14,000 feet. Requesting
Lisbon. Okay, yes, it's not Dubai, but Lisbon.
approach on 125.4. Victor Hotel Romeo Delta.
Okay, let's go to somewhere else then.
Climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000. Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey.
All Nippon 1328 heavy. Turn left heading 100. Descend
Ooh,
and maintain flight level 200.
Turn left heading 100.
BUR is the IATA code for
All Nippon 132.
which airport?
All Nippon 82. Please follow instructions or you will be reported. All Nippon
BUR.
82, turn right heading 250. Climb and maintain flight level 280.
Turn right heading 250. Line maintain flight
Burger.
Papa Hotel Victor Papa. Proceed as requested.
BUR.
Descending via Godi
It's
on
Burbank.
arrival. All Nippon 626 heavy. Maintain best forward speed. All Nippon 626 heavy.
Stand by.
Burbank,
My Golf
indeed.
Romeo Charlie
Anyway,
India.
let's see if we can go ahead and do a giveaway then.
Delta.
Hopefully Nightbot's working today.
Approach on 125.4.
Japan Air 287.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do for the giveaway. Yes, okay, I've got an idea.
Requesting ILS approach
If it works.
Tokyo International.
All Nippon 118
Hmm.
requesting descent via Heavy 1 Charlie arrival.
All Nippon 1
Okay.
28 heavy.
Giveaways.
Use
It's going to be a keyword.
0 knots.
Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy.
No, Dan, please.
Requesting descent via Cody 1 Charlie arrival.
Daybot instead might work then.
60 knots. All
Let's have a look.
1328 heavy.
Tango India Alpha November Juliet. Turn left heading 070. Descend and maintain.
Let's find some really random airport, shall we?
Tango Bravo Alpha. Turn right heading 260. Maintain flight level 320.
Fukuoka Center, Ethiopian 5654, with you at 25,000.
Lufthansa 380 heavy. Turn right heading 270. Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie India. Turn right heading 270.
All Nippon 82 is 23 nautical.
Okay, so to enter the keyword for this giveaway, you must correctly sort of answer the question. The answer is the keyword. So we're talking Rhodos Diagoras Airport in Greece. The answer, the keyword
Alpha
to this giveaway is the ICAO code of Rhodos Diagoras. Find out. I'm not going to tell you what the keyword is. You've just got to find out and enter it correctly.
Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy. Requesting descent via Cody 1 Charlie arrival.
Please work, Nightbot. If it doesn't work, I'll actually cry.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. All Nippon 40. Turn right heading 260. Maintain flight level 320. Papa Kilo Tango Bravo Alpha.
All Nippon 1328 heavy. Descend and maintain 17,000. Charlie November 8868 super. Altitude at your discretion. Fukuoka Center. 3 Delta Mike Alpha Capital X-Ray.
Chris, it's not RHO. I mean the IATA's RHO, but not the ICAO. Okay, I really don't like to disappoint you,
Fukuoka Center.
but it's not working. Again, this is really irritating.
All Nippon 824 Foxtrot Capital
There's no eligible
X-ray.
user.
Adjust
Nightbot, we might have to consider a different bot or something. Nightbot seems to have stopped working. We can't do it for today,
Golf Quebec Heavy.
unfortunately.
Juliet November Charlie Oscar.
This is really ridiculous. I don't know why it's not working. Support forum. Let's have a look and see if there's anything on their support forum. Nightbot troubleshooting. No, Nightbot's not responding. Try these troubleshooting steps. Nightbot's da-da-da-da.
200 feet. Requesting flight following to Sapporo New.
All Nippon 8941. Contact Tokyo.
This might have to be something that we test out sort of off stream.
On 125.4. All Nippon 8941.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. Air France 1 Heavy.
Golf Echo Zulu Echo Kilo. You're in an active airspace. Please contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0. 3 Delta Mike Alpha Capital X-ray. Turn left heading 180. Juliet
Nightbot
Alpha
must be a
Capital
moderator.
X-ray.
Nightbot must not be
Tokyo
banned.
approach on 125.4.
Let's have a look at this stuff actually whilst we go. I'll have a look at YouTube Studio and see if there's anything we can do to fix it right now. I don't think we'll be able to, if I'm honest, but let's
Flight of 4 is 16 nautical miles south of Fukushima Airport at 12,000 feet. Requesting visual approach any runway at Tokyo International.
Runway 001.
Okay, Studio, let's have a look and see if there's anything that we can fix right now on the stream. I don't think we'll be able to. Let's have a look at the... Ah!
Golf Echo
Oh wait, Nightbot's moved.
Turn right heading 260. Climb and maintain flight level
Nightbot is still...
Turn right heading 250. Charlie India Lima Oscar
Let's remove Nightbot.
264.
Save.
1228 heavy. Turn
Nightbot is no longer a moderator.
Turn left heading 200. All Nippon 9228 heavy.
Juliet Alpha 02 November Kilo. Contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Fukuoka Center. All Nippon
Logs.
1098 Super. With you at 6,400.
All Nippon 350. Proceed on course to Sapporo New.
Right, okay, let me see if I can do this.
099. With you at 4,000.
Japan Air 526.
Right, I'm gonna try connect the channel again.
Descend and maintain flight level 300. Papa Kilo Romeo Alpha Hotel Heavy. Proceed as requested.
Adjust speed to Follow aircraft ahead.
Nightbot,
Juliet
save.
November Charlie Oscar.
Japan Air 015 Alpha Kilo Heavy is 12 nautical miles west of Hamamatsu at 25,000 feet. Requesting IELTS approach any runway at Tokyo International.
It's not working. I've just reconnected Nightbot to the channel, and it's not working. We'll have to try some other troubleshooting steps off stream, I think.
Takeover Center. All Nippon 7777. With you at 4,900. Indonesia 881 Heavy is 8 nautical miles west of Shimabisa at
Yep, Nightbot is a moderator.
700 feet. Requesting visual approach any runway.
Watch the stream end because Dan clicks the wrong button. It's likely. It's something that I would do, but I don't think we're going to be able to do a giveaway today. I thought it was sort of a one-off thing, that it wasn't going to work, and then it didn't work on the stream after that, and now third time around it's still not working. So now it's time that we take a bit of action on it and see if we can try and get it to work. We'll try troubleshooting. If not, we'll have to try a different bot if there is one, or maybe even create our own. We'll see.
Turn right heading 230. Descend and maintain flight level 30.
We'll sack the bot.
Japan Air
Yeah.
526.
All Nippon 82, please follow instructions or you will be reported. All Nippon 82, turn right heading 260, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Turn right heading 260, descend and maintain flight level 180, all Nippon 82.
All Nippon
Landing soon.
184 Heavy, proceed on course to Osaka International.
Jim Boy, what's up?
All Nippon 8, requesting descent to flight level 180.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗟.
Japan Air 2871, descend and maintain 15,000.
Sean, what's up?
Descend and maintain flight level 220. Japan Air 015.
Busy airspace at the moment.
Yankee Romeo Golf India Oscar, turn right heading 240, maintain flight level 300.
Should be there within the next 20 minutes.
Requesting descent via W1 Charlie arrival.
All Nippon 8045 is 43.
This headset's hurting my head.
On the 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗡𝗥𝗦 at 30,000 feet. Requesting IELTS approach any runway at Tokyo International.
Hotel Bravo Charlie Romeo Whiskey, descend via arrival.
Fukuoka Center. All Nippon 50. With you at 30,000.
Descending via W1 Charlie arrival.
How far are you? We're about 100 miles away from Tokyo now.
5654, turn right heading 010.
Turn right heading 010, Ethiopian 56.
How many landings have you done? I actually don't know. I think I'm actually nearing 2,000 XP, 2 million XP as well.
Requesting IELTS approach
On Infinite Flight. Maybe if someone could check my stats,
International.
that'd be cool.
Japan Air 138, radar contact. Charlie India Lima Oscar Lima flight of 4, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Charlie India Lima Oscar Lima flight of 4, turn right heading 260, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Turn right heading 260. Climb and maintain flight level.
Strobe lights are to be on just before entering the runway and off after leaving the runway. Strobe lights should be on for the entire flight.
All Nippon 38 is 11 nautical miles east of Osaka International.
Like if you're crossing a runway, for example, strobe lights should be on. Sorry.
Contact Tokyo approach on 125.4, Harbour Hotel.
Over to Tokyo approach.
Contacting Tokyo Tower on 118.1. All Nippon 772.
Request approach Tokyo.
Until established on the local
Minus.
Aviator Darni's 9 nautical miles west of
Have you ever landed with the first officer view? I haven't. I've never landed with this view.
Four left of Tokyo
It's kind of scary. It just feels a little bit.
Descend and maintain
It also feels lower. Am I? It does.
Air France 1 Heavy.
Is
Say
it?
approach request at destination. Japan Air 2871 is 15 Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Continue.
Yeah, it is.
Expect the ILS approach runway 34 right at Tokyo International.
Roger, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Does Infinite Flight work on the iPhone 13 Pro Max? Yes, it does.
Nautical miles southwest of Oton at 11,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 34 right at Tokyo International. 9 Mike Lima Alpha Golf. Say approach request.
Let's see. We challenge you to land. Okay, here we go. Here's the challenge. there's going to be 3 views that I will land in today, and you have to pick which one. Okay? This view here that we're currently no captain. First officer, this one. Or this one, where we can only look at the ILS.
Juliet Alpha 12 the tel whiskey.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain 4000.
So a completely blind landing.
Air France 1 heavy. Continuous file. Expect the ILS approach runway 34 right at Tokyo International.
Tokyo approach, all Nippon 465, 11,000.
All Nippon 40. Turn
Let's have a look. Let's do a poll here.
Descend and maintain 5000. Maintain 5000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 left approach. Japan Air 2871. Continuous file. Expect the ILS approach runway 34 left at Tokyo International. Bravo Hotel Yankee Delta. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1. Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor. Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 4000. Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 4000. Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor. Japan Air 526 Heavy. Turn right heading 310. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. 9 Mike Lima Alpha Golf. Continuous file. Expect the ILS approach runway 34 right at Tokyo International.
There we go. There's a poll now in the chat.
All Nippon 1328 Heavy. Turn left heading 010. Descend and maintain 5000. All Nippon 207 is 16 nautical miles northwest of Oshima at 5,000 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Tokyo International.
Let's start slowing down.
941. Turn left heading 190. Descend and maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 190. Descend and maintain 4000. All Nippon 8941.
Turn left heading 010. Descend and maintain 5000. All Nippon 1328 Heavy.
We'll of course wrap up the poll
26 Heavy.
shortly,
Contact Tokyo
just before landing.
118.1. Tango India Alpha November Juliet. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Tokyo Tower on 118.1. Japan Air 526 Heavy.
Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey. Turn left heading 010. Descend and maintain 5000. Maintain 5000 until established on the
This could be a very bad landing.
ILS runway 34 left approach. Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor. Turn right heading 250. All Nippon 8941. Turn right heading 200.
There we go. Tokyo down to our right.
Turn right heading 250. Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor.
Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain.
Okay, so captain and first officer are currently head to head. Looks like we're not going to land using the ILS.
5000. Maintain 5000 until established on the localizer. Cleared Earls runway 34 left.
Dan, you have 2,749 landings. That's cool.
Sergeant 5. Turn left heading
pretty neat.
360. Descend and maintain 5000. Do not exceed 230 knots.
I've changed my name and profile picture, and Dan still ignores me. Hey, Sundown, I haven't been ignoring you.
West Oshima at 19,600 feet. Request denied approach any runway at Tokyo International.
Owls Universe, what's up?
Turn left heading 360.
Why not both? That's
Descend
impossible.
and maintain 5000. It's Sergeant 5.
Where did you fly from? We took off from Sapporo.
Report airport in sight. Wilco. All Nippon 8 Tango Foxtrot. Airport in sight. All Nippon 8
Oh no, it looks like... Okay, very quickly, there's a poll right now in the chat
Cleared visual
where you can vote for which view we'll land in. Looks like Captain's winning, so we'll land in the standard view that we normally land in.
Runway 34 right. All Nippon 8 Tango Foxtrot.
Oh, what about using the free cam and putting the camera in the middle of the cockpit?
Turn
Like
right
this?
heading 250.
Turn right
Landing like this?
941.
All Nippon
That'll be interesting, but you literally cannot see the runway.
Tower on 118.1. All Nippon 8 Tango Foxtrot. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
First officer would be like this.
Tokyo Tower on 118.1. All Nippon 40. Contacting Tokyo Tower on 118.1. All Nippon 8 Tango Foxtrot. It's Ajit 5. Turn left heading 310. Descend and maintain 5000. Japan Air 104. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 34 left at Tokyo International. Turn left heading 310. Descend and maintain 5000. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗟 5. Japan Air 104.
Hello Dan, I'm a new subscriber. What's up? Belly camera landing. That's not on the list. Free cam in the toilet. Yeah.
Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor. Turn right heading 310. Maintain 4000.
The headwind is such a pain. Are you currently battling the headwinds, Chris?
Cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Turn right heading 310. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer.
Looks like Captain is winning, which is the current view that we're in now.
Uniform Oscar Victor. Japan Air 2871. Contact Tokyo approach on 119.4.
Dan, bring your girlfriend. She's not here at the moment.
Tokyo approach on 119.4. Contacting Tokyo approach on 119.4. Japan Air 2.
Tower view landing, yeah. You wouldn't be able to see the runway. You'd probably end up landing on the taxiway or something.
Air France 1 Heavy. Turn right heading 250. All Nippon 465. Turn right heading 220. Descend and maintain 4000. Turn right heading 250. Air France 1 Heavy.
Turn right heading 220. Descend and maintain 4000. All Nippon 465.
People are so boring, according to Felix.
Nautical miles southeast of Miho at 5000 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Tokyo International. Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar Victor. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1. Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Tokyo Tower on 118.1. Juliet Alpha 12 Hotel Whiskey.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Do not exceed 230 knots. Wilco will slow down to 230.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗟 5. Turn right heading 010. Descend and maintain 5000. Maintain 5000 until established on the local.
Okay, the Nightbot is still working with the follow us on Instagram thing.
Tokyo Alpha Victor Delta.
It is? Oh, that's a good point, actually. It is.
Heading 250. Descend and maintain 4000.
Oh, what's this? Hold on.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain 4000. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Tokyo approach. All
Turn
Nippon
right to 250. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Turn right heading 010. Descend and maintain 5000. Maintain 5000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 left. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗘𝗟 5.
All Nippon 9301 is 4 nautical
Dan, serious question. Does Infinite Flight Debrief still work? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You mean the thing at the end of the year that shows all of your stats and whatever?
Air France 1 Heavy. Turn right
Maybe.
heading 310.
I'm not sure.
Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. All Nippon 465. Continuous file. Tokyo approach. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. With you at 15,400. Descending via Cody 1 Charlie arrival.
Okay, so it looks like with 91 votes, we are landing with the captain view. The current view that we're in right now.
310. Maintain 4000.
So nothing too exciting.
4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 right. Air France 1 Heavy.
Tokyo approach. Frontier 001. With you at 11,000. Descending via Cody 1 Charlie arrival.
Turn right heading 010. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 left. All Nippon 13.
But yeah, we'll try my very best to, of course, land this plane nice and smoothly at Tokyo. I can't promise anything, but we'll see.
Bombardier 001. Radar contact. Say approach request. All Nippon 824 Foxtrot X-ray.
Let's have a look then.
Radar contact.
49 miles away, of course, we have received vectors. Ah, that's pretty nice, actually. So let's activate, I think it's this leg here. Yep. Flying direct to Cloak.
Papa Hotel Juliet Victor Papa. Turn right heading 180.
Down to 4,000 feet.
4,000. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟 5. You're aligned with the wrong runway. Please check runway assignment.
Let's also tune into the ILS.
All Nippon 20.
Airport's looking nice and busy at the moment.
𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗟 5.
34 right for the ILS set nav 1.
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared Alpha Victor Delta Alpha.
Continuous filed. Awesome.
Continuous filed.
Okay, in which case, let's turn nav source back to GPS and turn LNAV on.
I'm sorry, it's 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗟𝗏. Air France 1 Heavy. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1. Contacting Tokyo Tower on 118.1. Air France 1 Heavy. Papa Hotel Juliet Victor Papa.
Set these spoilers to armed. Auto brakes medium.
All Nippon A24 Fox.
Total flight time so far of 1 hour and 16 minutes.
The ILS approach runway 34 right at Tokyo International. Papa Kilo Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Radar contact. Say approach request. Roger. All Nippon A24 Fox.
Dan, guess what? You're going to be in my video of plane spotting at Tokyo. That's awesome.
Miles west of high Acuria, 12,800 feet. Requesting
Can you do a bottom view landing? Old subscribe since 2020. We'll just do the. I mean, the poll was of course those three options. We'll land in this view today, of course. In the next stream, or we'll stream after that. Whatever, we can do some more polls as well. With regards to what views we land in.
Established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the
Turn right. Not yet.
Lions runway 34 right. All Nippon 465.
Tokyo approach. India
Can you
Juliet
refresh your
Victor
minimap?
Charlie
I mean, I'm not using it now. Sundown.
Descend Cody 1 Charlie arrival.
I would if I was in the HUD view, but it's no use to me at the minute. Let's change this to ARC.
Victor Papa. Continuous file.
Continuous file. Papa Hotel Juliet Victor Papa.
It's 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗟𝗏. Contact Tokyo
Right-hand
Tower
turn soon.
on
Scenery here is lovely.
1.
Turn right heading 250.
Similar to that of
9 right Lima Alpha.
New Zealand in a way, like the colours and the textures.
Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
There we go.
𝗖𝗛𝗡 5. All Nippon 465. Increase speed to 210 knots.
Increase speed to 210 knots. All Nippon
Dan, do you like pizza? I love pizza. Yes.
Delta Golf Quebec Heavy. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 34 right approach. Awesome. There we go.
Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 34 right. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
All Nippon 626 Heavy. Turn left heading 160. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Turn left heading 160.
Let's start slowing down then.
Maintain 4000. All Nippon 626 heavy.
All Nippon 465. Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
There we go. We're aligned with the runway.
Tokyo Tower on 118.1. All Nippon 465.
Lufthansa 380 Heavy. Contact Tokyo approach on 119.4.
Let's slow down.
Contacting Tokyo approach on
It's about 180.
119.4.
The aircraft ahead is also slowing down as we speak, so we need to just maintain that distance with them.
Do not exceed 230 knots.
Do not exceed 230 knots.
Dan, does the stream chat have a delay for you, or is it live? It's live. I see it as you comment, I believe.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Contact Tokyo Tower on 118.10.
Contacting Tokyo Tower on 118.1.
Call inbound, landing on the ILS 34 right.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Thank you. Good day.
Cabin crew, prepare for impact. Yes.
Inbound on the ILS runway 34 right. Maintain 160 knots until 4 right final.
It's 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗟𝗏. Say intention.
Looking good. Aircraft 6 miles behind us.
Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Air India 2401.
Airport in
Runway
sight.
34 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Walter, Juliet Alpha 12.
CRJ flying just above us here.
Tokyo Tower. It's
I think that's one of my favourite parts of Infinite Flight is when you're just generally flying and you see another pilot fly past. I just find it really interesting. You know, UPS 317 VA is currently just doing their own thing, minding their own business, flying a CRJ in the virtual skies of Infinite Flight, and you can just see them doing it. It's just so cool. You know, there they go.
Indonesia 1. Request frequency change.
Tokyo Tower. All Nippon 460.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Cleared to land.
Runway 3.
Lives in the chat.
34 right. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
All Nippon 465. Number 2. Runway 34 right. Clear to land.
Right, okay, let's concentrate on the landing.
Runway 34 right. All Nippon
Go to 160 knots.
Air India 2401. Contact Fukuoka
Autopilot
Center on
off.
127.0. Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0. Air India 2401.
Tokyo Tower, JAir
Runway in sight.
departure at runway
Let's turn right
35,
slightly here.
departing east.
Chair
Concentration
128.
mode now.
Hold short of runway 34 right.
Holding short runway 34 right, JAir
Let's see. Pappies are looking good at the moment. It shouldn't be too long of a taxi to park in either once we land, so that should be all good.
Please stand by. Controller change is
Controller change in progress. There we go, we're aligned with the runway. .5 miles out. Rescue service ready. Yeah, you'll need the fire trucks after this landing. Flaps 25. No pressure, Dan. How many people are watching? 122. We should be good. Crosswind. It looks like... Yeah, crosswind. Slight crosswind. There we go. Gear. Full flaps. The winds are shifting a bit. I can see it sort of happening before me. Sort of drifted us off course there. Let's maintain that center line. Are you nervous before streams? Yeah, sometimes. Right, I'm going to concentrate now. .120 knots. A little bit low. Let's just sort of maintain this altitude now. We have to catch the glide again. We sunk a little bit. There we go. A little bit off center.
20, 10.
Yeah, not bad. For some reason, the 777 is like, I struggle so much with the 777 in the cockpit in comparison to 320 or 737, for example. We'll watch that back in the replay. Touchdown zone wasn't actually that bad. Vacate to the left here. Bring those flaps up. Contact ground and request taxi to parking. The aircraft on our right is going to have to give way to us. There we go. Okay.
Tokyo ground, Condor 2017, ready to taxi to runway 34 left with information Delta. Holding position, Air India 747 Super.
Let's see then. APU on. Lights off.
Thank you. Good day. Golf Bravo Uniform Oscar.
And we'll pretty much park around this sort of area.
34 right. Condor 2017. Thank you. Good day. All Nippon 8 Tango Foxtrot.
Let's turn one of our engines off. We'll turn engine 2 off
Continue taxi. Air
as we
India
taxi to parking.
747 Super.
Park directly ahead. Slow down a bit. Got the 300 ER to our left. Aircraft spawns in the gate as we park. Lovely. We'll stop exactly where that one is. Look! It's a magic aeroplane. It's a magic 777.
Information Delta.
Look at this. That was pretty nice parking, actually. In comparison, I mean, with sport. Look at this. Anyway. Look at the nose gear. This shutdown.
Tokyo ground, all Nippon 644, ready to taxi
Right, let's
to
see.
runway 34 right with information Delta.
So what we'll do now is we'll back out and have a look at that landing in the replay mode.
Singapore
1031 XP. Not too bad.
taxiing to runway 34 right, all Nippon 644.
Should be in the replay mode in no time. Hopefully won't wait around for too long. Plane spotter 34, what's up? There we go. Okay, let's watch this landing then. Let the airport load in. Where's the runways? Where? Oh, come on. It looks like we have no runway. Oh, yeah, I'd have to refresh the app, I think, for that to even appear. So let's just watch how smooth the landing was in a field. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead. And, let's go ahead and give a shout out to channel members here. It wasn't a bad landing whatsoever. It was really smooth, actually. Okay. In a field. Looks like it just hasn't sort of loaded in at all. Anyway, shout out to Chris, Wing, Adam, Nick Masterson, Tyler Flake Grab, Captain Sky Marshall, Dark Serpent Gaming, Gonzo, Owen Error Aviation 1, Information Foxtrot, Terrell Martin, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, The Aviation, Josh K, Golf Hotel, Alpha Zulu Bravo, Simon Weber, and Crazy B. Thank you all very much for watching another stream. It's been nice, of course, being able to stream a little bit earlier as well to cater for those in a different time zone here. Hopefully some of you have been able to join and have some fun with us today, as opposed to joining the later streams that we usually do. Take care, everybody. Of course, keep the dirty side down, as always. Have a great week of flying in the virtual skies, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.